Welcome back to Behind Stony Stratford Town FC. And in my final fixture before we go away, I'm actually missing two games, both Padbury and 61 at home. So this is the final game before that break. And we take on Newport Pagnell Town Development today. But before we get into that, please ensure you like subscribers. We're trying to hit 275 subscribers before the end of the year. But that being said, let's talk about the history of Newport Devs. There isn't much history about Newport Devs. But what I can tell you is that they are obviously the reserve side for Newport Pagnell Town FC. They originally competed in United Counties Reserve League before making a step up to Spartan Division 2 in 2022-23. So 2023-24, sorry. They finished 5th in their debut season, and in their following season they dropped down to 9th in the league. So notable things to say before we get any further is that former first team manager who recently resigned, Cam Agnew, was their manager in their debut season, and Mario's brother, Mario's a player for us, and his brother Simon played for the Dev side before stepping up to the first team this season, so congrats to him, obviously. The Young Swans play at Wilham Road, which is the home of Newport Pagnell Town FC, and also their under-18 side, so the Dev team's kind of an in-between. Has a capacity of 2,000 with 100 seats, which is 994 more than Stony. They also have floodlights, which make them able to play 7:45 kickoffs, which raises an even bigger question. Why are we playing them? I believe if you have floodlights, you should get the first pick, and you should be the first pick for midweek games. We have Caddington in a Tuesday coming up. Why don't we play Caddington this weekend and then play Newport Devs that Tuesday? It makes no sense. That's okay. That's the Spartan. That's not me. It also has a 3-step covered standing and then 2 covered seating stands either side, which is definitely what makes it one of the nicer grounds in the league, second only to MK Archer's Manor Fields. Obviously my allegiance is still very much with Irish. Last season the Young Swans finished 9th in the league, just 1 place above Stony and only 1 goal above us, which is heartbreaking. No points, just on goal difference. Their top goal scorer was Jake Tibbetts with 14 goals in 24 games, which is just over a goal every 2 games. They went unbeaten at home for the first game of the season to the first game of December, which is a very commendable winning run. They beat us 4-0 at home in the 4th final league game of the season, as both Jude Carey and Jake Tibbetts got braces that game. Something interesting to note is Josh Harris, who featured in that game against Newport, has actually signed for Newport, so he'll be potentially playing when we play them on Saturday. And he leaves us after 7 games, so good luck to him, but not good luck for Saturday. I hope you get a straight red. But it gets overturned, so I had to make that nice. They aren't permitted to play in the Gladwish or County Cups, but they did reach the semi-final Division 2 Cup, losing out to Caddington 2-0 at Wilham Road with a season record of 160 in attendance. But with that being said, let's get straight on to my pre-match thoughts, and then some training clips to match, and then let's see what I have to say. So it's a day before we face Newport at home. I'll just come on and give my thoughts on it pre-game. I don't even know the squad yet. I know absolutely nothing about what could potentially be going on. But what I do know is what Newport can bring. So in my notebook, where I've done a little bit of research into Newport, they do like to set up a certain way. So this season, they've signed Josh Harris, who is notable as he is one of our players and has even signed on for us this season. They've lost their opening 2 games, 2-0 to Tottenham and 2-1 to Tring. Obviously, we beat Tring 2-0. I'm not sure about their pre-season, as I haven't been able to find anything. When they faced Tottenham, they made 4 changes, all after the 60th minute. And when they faced Tring, they made 1 change in the 50th, and then 4 after the 60th minute again. Their captain is Connor Dempsey. Jude Carey is a player we need to be looking out for, as he is known for being quite good for this level, and probably has potential to make it into the first team, but probably just isn't quite there yet. Look, I think overall we're obviously going to bring our normal ability that we have every game. We're going to set up the same way. Nothing should change. Obviously, moving on from Jake's 2 games in charge, now moving on to Dan being back in the dugouts. I don't really think much should overly change. I think the only thing that might change is the just immediate intensity and the kind of standards, if you know what I mean. The standard demands are going to be slightly higher. Substitutions might be more tactical as well. Things like that. But overall, I think we're really evenly matched in terms of ability. If not, we have the better players in terms of raw ability. And you have players like Mario, Brad Fraser that will just run. That maybe Newport don't have as their drill to maybe keep their energy. But look, obviously they're a decent side, but they've lost to Open 2. We're on a 2-game winning run. We're the better team, I believe, and we're at home. So I can only see us really winning this game. I don't think we're really missing anyone other than Victor that's going to cause uproar. I think we're missing Adam Price as well. Don't think we're really missing anyone else other than them two. So we should be all right. That's the absolute bottom line. We're not gonna. I don't see a situation where we lose. I'm just gonna check who else we are missing. If really anyone other than Victor. There we are. Victor and Adam Price. But other than that, everyone that would play is there. Even players like Will is could potentially be coming back. Obviously he's been at uni. So yeah. But overall I think it's evenly matched in terms of pace. But I think in terms of ability it edges us. So I'm gonna say 4-1. Maybe that's because of the big win. I'm not confident in it. I'm going to say 4-1. But a more realistic approach could even just be 2-0. When do we keep clean sheets? So that's the real question. But yeah, let's go see what the game has in store for us. It's pre-game before Newport. How are you feeling about today?
Not too bad. Haven't played this team. I heard they are very good, though. I think they are also 2-0. So expecting a good game. Missing some good players today, so we just need to make sure we're fired up from the start today and we'll be good.
Do you think missing those key players going to make a big effect on the team, or do you think you'll gel alright?
Nah, I think we'll be fine. As much as key players might be missing, this team's full of people who are all good and everyone fits in, does what they need to do. We've got multiple positions we can fill, so no, we'll be okay.
Do you think having Danai back in the team will make a big impact as well?
I love Danai. He's a very effective player. When he's on it, it's pretty much impossible to stop him, so as long as we get the Danai I know he can be, he's going to be a problem no matter who's on the pitch. Do you think we're going to be lacking goal sales? You know Abdul and no Victor? Nah, because we score from everywhere, and as long as we're filling the box, we'll be fine. We don't have an out-and-out number 9 like Abdul, who is definitely needed, but we'll just fit around it and play it a different way.
A few players carrying knocks today. Do you think that's going to make a big difference as well?
If you can't play with a knock, then don't play football. Simple as that. You can't play injured, then you shouldn't be playing a sport.
And finally, having your dad back in the dugout, do you think that's going to help the team out today?
Oh, definitely, because everyone's going to get shouted at. Everyone's going to get shouted at and make sure they have to actually get their butt in gear to actually play, so we'll be good.
Score prediction?
Oh, I don't know how good these guys are. I'll go 2-0. I'm keeping a clean sheet today, because the last one I'm still upset about. Keeping a clean sheet today.
Solid start. I hope now you all understand the mentality of 2-0 up, team will be 4-0 before, whatever. It don't mean shit. Yeah, the force coming. You were 2-0 up and cruising against this time. You can see who's come on. Yeah. And let's be fair, what killed that goal on that was that scrappy goal. That's what killed that. Yeah. So we just need to be aware of this, yeah, and fucking strong. Even against this lot, we're not giving yet. We're not going to yeah. Let's do fucking loaded airbox when we get a corner. Let's put the big Ben up there. Let's drop other people back, yeah. I can sit here and say, well, we need to try to do. We're not having that. Yeah. We've got a corner. Ryan has stayed back. Mario dropped back with him, yeah. There we go, there's our 2 back. If they leave 2 up, you need a 3rd one back. If they leave 3 up, you need a 4th one back. You always have 1 more than that, yeah? The pitch is in 3rd, everyone knows, yeah? So defensive 3rd, boys, that's where we take some reckless passes now. Yeah, we'll try and go what we want to do is play safe and defensive 3rd into these. But once we go into that middle third, our first ball, now we get in turn, we win the ball in third, and we attack. Very quick. Not slowly, quick. Can we get it into the third? I've got no problem going back to front either. What I'm seeing is we're taking 3 or 4 passes in the back and then going long, and it's killing us. Yeah, the only opportunity is to do that up near our line of fire. So long goal kicks didn't work, or from deep in their own half. Every time you've got anything that's in the third, so we need to keep our pace on. I do need to see us defend better, so we do need to defend back, but Jamal gets the ball, he needs 3 options. He needs all 3 players to go. Yeah? Sean gets the ball, he needs it as well. Even if Shaq, you need to be showing. So if Mario, you come up before Shaq, I need to be Ryan going. Cordy, I need to see you going. You know, and when we do get into that attacking third, ball gets in the box. Don't fuck around, split the box. And the more consistently you cross the ball every time, the more consistently Tom, Abdul, Jamal, Vic, any forward will go, the ball's coming in the box. If they know as soon as that ball goes that way, ball's coming, I'm going. The problem is over the last 2 years, we haven't had that. We haven't had the pass and we haven't had the run. And you sit there and just look at each other. The pass is going to come. The more consistently you do that, the more you know it's coming, yeah? Everyone good?
Yeah.
Right, grab your shit. And what is good?
It was 64. Is it? Yeah. Fucking hell.
Oh, so something to do.
I do like 15k instead of playing a day. It just works.
Oh, wait, mate. Yeah, good, yeah? No, Vic, you still here, mate? Okay.
Stand up, Keenan! Keenan, fucking stand up, man!
Finish though. Fucking play though, isn't it?
Foul! Charlie, why are you waiting to do it? Mate, don't care! What did we just say? Do it anyway! Do it anyway! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! No! Make it finish! Yes! No! That's right! Take him! Take him! Give it go! Oh! Oh, Tom! Bang it! Just bang it! Oh! I know! Go, Mario! Good! All the way through, Mario, all the way! Right!
Go on, Becky.
Go on, Becky. Shoot something, Bex. Stand up!
Yes, Becky.
Not playing like this. What is going on?
Straight through the middle again.
2 man are not here
straight
playing
through
like
the middle.
shit.
You're getting physically bullied. Yeah? You win a ball, and then you fucking ponce around it, and the same player that you won the ball off, you stuck off you. Literally weak. Getting bullied. The penalty was weak. Yeah, but not just from Beckett, it was like 2 or 3 tackles before that. It was like, oh, I sort of want to tackle you. And then you win the tackle, and then you go, oh, what now? Oh, we should tackle. Because we're not moving the ball anywhere. Right, Mario's got to come off. We're going to bring Dan on through the middle. Yeah, Dan, you alright with that? Here he is. Yeah. He's that fit. Dan, get yourself fit, yeah? Lined up, ready to go. Tom, I'm going to move you to the left, yeah? Because the space we are getting, Dan, you're right through there or not?
Yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah, hold the ball up, boy. Dan, you're big and strong, get it into you. Everything you get, straight to goal. That's where you want to go, Beat your man, one-on-one. Joe, how are we feeling?
I'm sorry.
Alright, give it 10 then, we'll see how we get on. Alright, boys, we are physically weak. Yeah? And here's the thing, up the top, when you press them, they've coughed the ball up to you. So fucking press them. Fucking press them. Press them. Take it off them, fucking press them. We're being weak. Yeah, it's not enough, lads. Yeah? And the speed of play. Like John, we're having an argument, but twice you made fucking clearance block. Yeah. That's you taking too long. No matter where you want to kick it, it's taking too long. Yeah? Ball gets played to midfield, there are times trying to keep it. Sometimes boys just flick it and let our boys go. That's all they're doing. They're playing off flicks off their midfielders. They get it long, little flick here. All they're doing, trying to get to our goal as quickly as possible. We need to do the same, but we're not. We're not. They're physically strong at centre back. That's it. So stop playing balls on their heads, get it out to the channels, but flick balls over and let's get running on. Don't give up all the way through. If you get something out of this now, it'll be a good result for us. Yeah, because we're fucking second absolutely. Two forwards being bullied, yeah, we get bullied at the back, be stronger, come through on the ball, yeah? There's a lot of fouls, they're just pushing and pulling, but they do it right up to the reflection. We're not. We're too fair. We're too fair. Just be a bit more direct, a little bit more fucking out. Right, who's feeling it apart from Mario? Beckett, chance to come out. It's 2, third one, take it there, yeah? Get it in there, boys, be physically strong. If we're going to fucking lump the ball in from the halfway line, why is Charlie doing it with Shaq standing there? What's the point? That's what we're going to do. Should those two be in the box? No? The other thing we should do is change the fucking angle. Just give it a loop, let Luke get a better angle. But it goes in early. We get it crossed behind their back foot early, but not from straight from that wide. We've been behind their foot, we're faster than the back. That's probably where the weakest here, but it needs to come from here, into this space behind so we can run onto it. But we're not attacking enough. The chances are probably very easy. We've missed 2 really, probably 3 actually really good chances. Yeah, but we're not got enough of them. A bit more direct, quicker. But physically, you believe the hype of winning the first 2 games thinking, well, big easy. That's the hype that you believe. When actually, I'll tell you what, boys, you could be a big team here, go on a fucking good run, but every time you do well, the team wants to beat you. That's it, they're up the game for you. We felt we've been through this, and that's the problem. Now it's hard to up it. Be a lot more fucking positive, a lot more direct. You know, that doesn't mean we go from fucking centre back smashing it forward. It doesn't mean it. If you get it in and you look in behind the finals, you look behind their face early. That's all they're doing. No? Get your fucking heads on, let's win the game. Right, we'll just do that swap for now, and we'll leave it 5 minutes, boys. I just think rest your heads on and get in it, yeah?
What chances as well, man? We've had the chances as well.
The front, boy, until you're tired, chase them men down. Dan, pick your times when it's easier, but if you're going to press the centre back, press them all the way in. Tom nearly had their centre back twice. You can't have me stand on the side and tell you when to do it. Press them. When you choose to press it, win it, and go. But don't let me fucking be the one telling you what to do. You need to pick your change, yeah? Get after them and fucking do it. Everyone good? What's the difference between this game and the first 2 games?
Energy, no energy. No one's there fucking wants it.
Too many balls in the middle.
And then we take it too many touches. I mean, now Joe and Shaq, how they got fucking out there, I don't know. There's so many touches. Down, play. In behind, that's where we're looking there. We're looking there. You know, I don't want to no fucking run. We just spoke over there. No run. Fuck if there's no run. Play the ball. It's their job. Yeah? And it's how are you going to get the balance? Because if you say no one's running, and that's why you didn't pass, they'll go, well, I didn't know you didn't pass. And that's the fucking problem you have. Make the fucking pass and make them know it's coming. Spinning and going. It's coming. You know it's coming. They're threatening to going behind you, yeah? Get it done and fucking make the changes, yeah? That's fine. Drift that, come out onto that left, yeah? Where Mario was.
No foul. Good boy. Come on. Out. Get down. Yes. Ollie, get the bloody ball. run off ya. Relax, go back. Good. Give it back to him. Force it.
Yeah, fine.
Yes, Jack. Ollie, you need that ball.
I'll be the beginning in a minute.
Take it easy, right? Sign him up. Alright, boys. That's a fucking horrible one. Yeah, it's a fucking pen as well. Not as if they scored a fucking goal. So defensively, not, you know, we give away a pen, they've scored a pen, that's all they've, you know, they've missed some good opportunities. We missed a lot as well. A lot of opportunities. So, second half, I can't, we dominated second half. Ollie, what did you do second half? Pretty much, last 20-25 minutes. We've done what we wanted to second half, we've dominated, but the first, what do you reckon, boys? What's the difference between that game and the first two?
If they were wearing a different colour kit and we didn't know any of them, we would beat them today. We showed them too much respect. Just because we know a few of them, we've heard everything of them.
Nobody wanted it, man. Second every ball.
Yeah,
It's second every ball, man. No energy.
So we do believe our own hype, Jim. So like if we go on a good run, we then get overconfident, and then we start relaxing when we start playing more within ourselves because we think it's easy. And you're only winning games because you're working the other team, you're better than the other team, you're stronger, you're faster, fitter, and that's why you're winning. And then as soon as you've got a good run, you come off of that level. It's hard to get back, and you can see it in the second half when the pitch just started mucking around. But like I say, to be honest today, you can see in the penalty, that's it. We had opportunities and then some to get the goal back. Opportunities and then some. And in the second half, what did you do wrong? Everything but score, no? Second half was everything but score. Last 25 minutes, how many chances we created? And the only reason they created chances in the late second half is because we're having to commit plays forward. So you've got to get those counter attacks when they get a half chance because we're having to commit. You'll finish comfortably high. I know. But do you reckon that second half, that was terrible? We were dominant.
We wanted it way more as well.
We were dominant second half. We were dominant second half. We were bigger, stronger. The only thing is the way we want to play against players, get it wide, get across. If a team presses the whole game like they don't really have that opportunity, and it's the same thing go back to front because they're pressing the defence, they're also pressing our midfielders. So they're already like one-on-one attack. Do you know what I mean? They're leaving forward and back against our three. You know, the numbers are good for us to go there. The chances are there. You know, we should have had Josh one time. As much as theirs was a penalty. The
But I
third
wanted to
tackle.
dive, but like the ref wasn't going to give it. He
No.
was literally holding it and pushing me.
The
It was bad
third
every
kick
time.
was a penalty.
He stayed on his feet 2 times. Third one, like ridiculous. He should have
It
been.
was just a penalty. It was just a penalty. So that's the story of that game. They fucking got to give theirs. We didn't give ours. Yeah, it's a fucking shit. It's a shit because we are we're better. Promise you. The team we got next Saturday is exactly like it. It's Luton 61. Luton 61 are the same as them in the sense of they've got better. Yeah. You beat Luton 61. Yeah. You get your 3 points. You got 9 points. Here's the thing though. If I said after 4 games we'll have 9 points, what do you guys think? That's decent, yeah? Yeah, if I said you got 6 after 3, you'd have said yeah, but because we lost today, you think, fuck that, we should have 3 out. So let's beat Luton 61. Let's get fucking 3 out of 4. Let's get 9 points. Let's stay. Don't detach ourselves from that top half of the table. Yeah, let's stay with them the whole fucking time. But you just say they press. See, I feel like Pitstone come off you a little bit and you can play a bit more. And let's be fair, Abdul was a target man and Vic in the middle, and the big misses. And if I rather Vic in the middle, you ain't got Jamal out wide. Yeah, sub-sport on some energy. We did everything but scores. That's a fucking crap one to take this. Yeah, shit. Right. If you're on the bench at the end, boys, you're in charge of getting the tables and chairs and fucking kit and portals and bibs all together. Off you go. If you weren't on the bench, then after you do that one, after you do that one. So I want to see 5 go that, 6 go that way, 5 go that way. That's 1, 2. One of you need to, Ollie, take the bucket and run out the other end. 4, 5, 6. Right, the rest of you go the other way, please.
Apologies for the rather subpar recording quality here. That obviously been issues with my phone. It's refusing to turn on, which is great. But video's got to go on. So yeah, what do I make of the game? It's a hard one for me. Because obviously, as I come at it from obviously 2 different angles. There's fan and worker. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to really give an unbiased opinion, if nothing else. Which I think is important for some people to hear is an unbiased opinion. Because I'm going to say it, we should have won that game, but you probably want someone to take the glass off. I think that what at the end of the day may be the fair result. Obviously we missed some good chances. Not going to obviously name names. You saw in the highlights though. We missed some good chances. They also missed plenty of good chances. We maybe should have got a penalty. We also didn't get a penalty, but we should have made the chances before count. If that open goal chance was taken, different game. We're not even talking about a loss here. We're talking about a 3-0 win. If I'm being honest, confidence is key. But I think Dan is spot on. Obviously you're going to hear, we heard from Dan actually, but you're going to hear more from him in a minute. Confidence is key, but you can't believe your own hype, and I think that's what we did. And look, I love the boys to bits. I think we're a really good team, and definitely will be up there this season, and we shouldn't disassociate with the top half. But at the end of the day, we can't lose to teams like Newport Devs. Like, if Tring are cruising past them, same with Tottenham Ho, who are teams that are normally up and around top 8, and we should be beating those two. We beat Tring, but we need to be beating Newport, and I think that's the first problem. We didn't beat Newport, so we've got to start looking at everything else. Obviously we're missing Vic, and people have obviously different opinions. That the team is strong without one person, shouldn't rely on one person. And maybe I'm biased because I think Vic is one of the best players to watch. I think his dad's quite fun. I don't want to say it because it just creates a bad taste if you say it, but he is probably our best player. That's my opinion. Obviously, I think people are good at different things, and that's fine as well. Abdul is the goal scorer. We've seen that. Lucas is the assist, the attack starter. Charlie and Shaffer do their thing. Ollie does his. Ollie's a class shot stopper, but on his day, in step 6, like in our league, sorry, step 7 in our league, there is no better central attacking midfielder or midfielder in general than Victor, and that is facts, and that is my truth. We missed him massively in that midfield. Joe and Sean did not have a great first half, and that is again the bottom line. Obviously, I think they both turned it around, and I hate when people get on Sean's back, especially, but both of them. But Sean, Tom, Ryan getting on their back, it's not going to help. They're new, but 2 have come out of North Bucks. I'm not sure where Ryan was before, but two I know are out of North Bucks. Give them a chance. I was looking at North Bucks scores earlier, and like there's normally 4 teams in every league just walk over everyone. When they play each other, it's competitive. We saw it with Stupidly and MK United last year. Where was everyone else? Do you know what I mean? So got to give them a chance. I think Tom had a good game for his first start, but I think again nerves. I think the phrase "it's not North Bucks anymore." We're not playing kids football. There's just that cutting edge missing, but I think that will come. I want to give Tom time. I think Tom's a good lad. We need to give him time, obviously. But overarching theme was it just wasn't our day, and on a different day we can win that comfortably if things didn't go on at half time. That I'm not going to speak too much on, because I actually don't know what happened, but from what I've heard, some unsavoury things might have been said, and caused the change of linesman, and Mike was on the line, as you probably saw in the highlights. So again, things like that might have changed. Maybe that liner would have given something, would have changed the game. Who knows? But yeah, bottom line, not good enough. I'm not here for 2 games. Don't have to think about it. I can let this game sit. Come back to this in when I get back on the 28th, and it's kind of a cross that bridge when you come to a kind of moment. The next game I'm at is Tottenham, and if we play like that against Tottenham, we could beat them. If we play like how we did in the second half, if we play like how we did in the first half, we're getting whitewashed. Stick us on 70 degrees for an hour and a half, mate, and we're going to come out cleaned. They've got a striker called Adam Sale, who I think got another brace today. I'm putting up the league table on my phone. Yeah, another brace. And that's what we're dealing with. So, yeah. Scoring goals fun at the minute. They are missing, probably might be missing Luke Sestrone though. Poor Tottenham, a lot of games. But I think we need to reintroduce some players that we haven't played yet. I think we're getting tired as well. That's maybe other people aren't noticing that, but again, fan kind of perspective, players are shattered, absolutely shattered, and it's not fair to keep running them how we are. Be interesting about when Adam Price comes back in goal, how that can kind of maybe change the situation. See if he. Not saying he's better or worse than Ollie. That's you can make of that what you will. I think Ollie's a better shot stopper. He's just confident. Ollie is so fucking confident. It is arrogant, but I love it. I love Ollie. I think Ollie, again, good lad. Maybe Adam could just have a different impact. Maybe just anything really. I've put up a squad list here. We've got Joe McMahon, young lad. I was speaking to him at the game today. He could come in. And the only other one that I think that is noticeable that I don't think we've probably used yet, I think is right. Obviously Mo I think still injured, but Alex Pittham, Will Bland as well, and Matt Bailey. I think Will is a class player. If he came in, we'd be looking very, very sound. I want to see Pittham play. I've heard things that he's maybe not the standard of the Spartan Div 2, but I think Ryan has played, I think pretty much full, near enough, what, maybe 100, 200 minutes. Lucas played pretty much the same. Bring Pittham in. Put 40 in Pittham. When we play 61, I think that's the play. Genuinely think that's the play. Yeah, as I say, our next game is, I believe, 61 at home. Maybe Padbury, one or the other. We've got 61 in Padbury. Two teams should comfortably beat. Both have strengthened. Both have changed. But I could see us winning both of them. Long Crendon have folded. We'll talk about that in a second channel video another day. Maybe on holiday. But yeah. See what Dan, the Newport manager, Finn and Jamal had to say about the game.
It's your first season back at Stony after you left midway through last year. What was your time away like?
Obviously, playing football is what I wanted to do, and obviously when I went to the team, I thought I was going to play football. I didn't play that much, but the level was like the standard of like what I want to play at and even higher. So I obviously came back for more football, and yeah, same lads, enjoy playing with these lads, and yeah.
Do you think the standard's much better up at step 6 than it is at step 7?
Higher step, like, the quality is obviously better. I feel like it's still a bit of long ball football, but obviously, yeah, just have to adapt to it.
So since you come back, we've had Dan, Mario both come back. What's it like having them back in the squad as well?
Good, because last year we lost a bit of, since everyone went to uni, we lost a bit of depth in our team. So if like our striker was missing, we would literally have to play someone out of position, which is not good. But now we have these guys. If anyone wants to get injured, of me, God forbid, Lucas and all them, like Dan, Mara can come and just pop in easily. Do you think Abdul being injured today, not playing, do you think that had a massive effect on the team or? Yeah, and the Vic as well, because you know Abdul causes a lot of mayhem up front, and with their defenders not being that good in my opinion, like Abdul could have caused a lot more. But they just scored a penalty, to be honest with you, we still could have played better.
Do you feel like you should have won a penalty late in the second half?
In my opinion, yeah, because his hands were all over me, but I didn't want to dive. But in my opinion, it was a pen. Like I didn't even have to dive to tell the ref that it was a pen, but it's football, it happens.
Are you planning on sticking out the whole season here? Is that your plan?
Yeah, 100%. We're planning on getting promoted. Like no ifs, buts, maybes. We want to get promoted, so yeah. Do
you think you need to add more players into the squad to maybe seal that promotion, or?
It depends who goes to uni, but I feel like the squad that we have now is strong enough to compete, no matter who. Like we should come like up, competing for the title, so we can go up.
And finally, who would you pick as your man of the match for today?
My man of the match, probably. We lost, so no one, to be honest. I'll be real. But if I had to pick one, probably have a Stratford Charlie. Saved us from a lot of goals because up top we were terrible, but yeah, defensively we could have conceded way more if it wasn't for them.
Being one of the uni players, what's it like kind of being in and out of playing football for Stony?
Really, I come back, I play at uni a lot, so it's quite nice having, when I'm not at uni, somewhere to come, somewhere to play. Keeps me fit, as well as keeps me up on my game sharp. It's fair. I enjoy playing for Stony, so even if I'm not getting minutes, I don't mind really just sitting on the bench.
Is the level at uni much higher than it is here at Stony, or is it lower?
No idea. But at uni it's more kind of a leisure, a bit for leisure. Here like it's a bit more competitive, a bit more intense.
So describe what you kind of do in the team. Obviously, we know you're obviously a midfielder, but like, what is your role in the midfield?
So I would say my role particularly is I kind of just sweep up. So if someone in defence pushes forward, I'll come in, I'll cover that area. Or say we're on the attack, I'll sit back, I'll be one of the last men. When in the midfield, I'll just run after the ball, if I'm honest.
So obviously today, first loss from 3.
Yeah.
What do you make of that? Deserve to lose?
It's a weird one because it was a penalty, obviously. We should have got one. I don't think we should have lost. I think we should, at least a draw. But from the chances we had, we weren't very clinical. It wasn't really our day at the office, finishing wise. Hit the posts, a couple chances wide, a couple chances missed. It was anyone's game from half an hour in. But other than that, I'm not happy with the result, obviously. But yeah.
How do you feel this game was different to the previous two? Obviously, win against Tring, win against Pitstone. How was this any different?
So I only played the Pitstone game, but I'd probably say the Pitstone game when I came on was a bit all over the place, really. It was quite fast, quite quick, but then we were quite dominant, in control, but then we weren't great either. With this kind of game, it was more kind of 50-50. It was anyone's game, really. It could have gone both ways. Well, it went their way, obviously, penalty. But yeah.
Do you think having Sean and Joe in that kind of holding role, two big, strong lads, makes a big impact compared to last season?
Oh, 100%. Because obviously last season we had like Romano, who's in and out because of his injury, so he's taking a year off. But having Sean come in and Joe, it allows for a lot of kind of, you can adapt a lot more in the middle because you've obviously got me and Fraser as well on the bench. So to start with, they're quite big, strong lads. They'll give it that. They'll do their job, and then quite frankly, they just take the weight off. Really, I would say.
If performances keep going how they're going, where can you kind of see Stony finishing this season?
Well, the first two performances, if we play like that, if we get results like that, I'd like to see us top 5, top 3, easy, I think. But if we're having games like today where it's not quite going our way, not great, well, we could end up anywhere. But I reckon we'll finish above Newport. But I reckon we'll do well, I think.
Luton 3. How do you think this game was any different to the other ones we've played?
Well, I don't know when I'm allowed to beat the other team, so I couldn't tell you. No, speaking to the boys, it's getting that winning mentality. So like, you find from teams, especially us, like you win a couple of games, you get overconfident. You think you can play a certain way and you'll win. Oh, I'll just play within myself and naturally we'll win the game because we're in good form. That's not how it works. If you want to beat teams at this level, you've got to win the game. You've got to put the effort in. And that's everyone. It don't matter if they're top of the league or bottom of the league. You've got to put the effort in to win games. It was second game. No one knows where they should be yet. So we didn't work hard enough to want it in the first half. They got a penalty and they took it well. Chances 50-50. It was an even game. It was an even game. They had better in the first half. We had better in the second half. But yeah, that's all I can say. And maybe as well, a few boys missing today, which hurts. So we just warn the boys, when you start to play so many games in a short period of time, you pick up knocks and this, and you've got to rotate games in that.
Was anyone carrying knocks in today's squad?
Yeah. I think they carry little ones. Sometimes you can play through knocks, so you don't need to miss a game. But you just got to manage it and police it right. And players have got to be honest with you. So yeah.
Do you think being clinical was one of our weaker points? Obviously, missing Abdul and Beckett missing a few clear-cut chances. Do you think that was
to be fair? I mean, to be fair, as much as they did. I think both teams had really good opportunities to score goals. So it was about who took theirs, and the truth is no one did, and they got penalties. So it's, both teams really poor finishing.
Different days, you reckon you beat them?
They could beat anyone. Yeah. Anyone can beat anyone. I was saying to the boys, you still work off that child's psychology where you say, "Oh, we beat Tring and Tring beat them." That's not how football works. It don't work like that. Tight, close games. No one's being beat 5 and 6 nils. They're close games of football. 2-1s, 1-0s. These are good games of football. Both teams defended brilliantly today. And it's just a scrappy penalty in the end.
You've been serving a stadium ban for the last 2 games. Was it nice to be back in the dugout today?
No, we lost. Maybe if I stayed away, they might have done better. But yeah, of course you want to be there. That's the reason we do it. Yeah. Do it all and not want to be part of it. That's the whole idea of doing it. So yeah, it was nice being there. It'd been better if we got a result, but you know, we did everything but get an equaliser at the end. So one of those things.
Are there any lessons to be learned from these opening 3 games that you can now take into Pitstone? Not Pitstone, 61 and Padbury.
I mean, let's be honest. Our squad probably come together sort of as pre-season's ended. So, you know, these 2-3 games we're still trying to learn to play with each other, and it'll probably be like that for half a dozen years. So, hopefully, middle of September, we'll just be on everyone, be on the same wavelength, and we play a certain way. So hopefully we'll all understand each other and play a bit better.
Still people looking to come into the squad to sign on?
I hope so. I just said it to the boys. It's easy, you know. If people want to look for a team or people want to look away from another team and they go and they look at the table, and as long as you're doing well and you're performing well, you're putting in good results, I think people want to come to you. Yeah, if you're at the bottom and not doing much, it's hard. So it's difficult. So yeah, and we'll always invite people down. We'll always take a look, always have a chat, and go from there, because you need a bigger squad. And that's it, really.
September's coming around quite quickly now. What's it like? Obviously, going to lose a few players due to uni. What's that like?
We're fully aware. So the boys that go back to uni, so it's nice to have them when they're here. Use them to buffer some of the other lads, give them rests, and they're good players. So you know, I mean, and the truth is, you know, if we have got a full squad, they're sort of putting the pecking order because they're not going to be there. So I mean, we could have selected Will today, real good player, should have been in the squad, but he's off at uni, and it's hard to leave out a lad that's got to be here every week to take his spot. So, yeah.
Obviously, first winning 3 today. What do you think of the game?
Yeah, it was another tough encounter for us. I think the 2 previous losses have been disappointing as a club. Certainly the midweek one, we felt like we were the stronger team. So coming here today, we knew that we really needed to hit the ground running, not give them too much, make sure that we took our chances. It became a bit of a war of attrition in the second half. I think we were holding on with what we had with the 1 goal advantage. And then it was really up to us to defend against what Stony were throwing at us repeatedly towards that last 10-15 minutes. So for my boys, it was good to see that they had that character in them to be able to do that. And so, yeah, getting the 3 points and getting, you know, the monkey off the back, as it were, and moving forwards up the league is what we're looking to do.
What do you think was like massively different between your opening 2 and this one? Courage.
I think that ultimately sometimes we've got a young squad here, so it's learning to be more brave when we're in possession of the football. It's learning to manage the game in the right way, so a lot of the time we're getting managed out of games where we're not being as cute as what we could be when we've got our noses in front, or, you know, I won't say diving, but certainly going down in areas where we feel like we can gain an advantage, and ultimately today I think the boys managed that much better. There's more to improve on, so hopefully that's something we can start moving forwards with.
Obviously, your only goal today was a penalty. You've been doing a lot of penalty practice in training. That was quite a good hit.
Keno's our go-to on penalties, so he's number 1. He steps up every time. He doesn't have a go-to pen. He puts the ball pretty much anywhere he wants. He's on most of our set pieces, so he's got such a wonderful left foot that ultimately, you know, not many goalkeepers would want to face one of his, because he can just put the ball where he wants. Again, it's something that we want to improve on, because just scoring off penalties isn't enough. We need to start scoring in open play. But we created enough chances today for that to happen. I think we hit the crossbar in the first half with a header. So yeah, I mean, ideally, we want to just push on with our strikers now scoring from all areas.
Before this game, did you have kind of an idea of what Stony could have bring, and did they match up to that?
Looking at previous, we thought they were going to definitely bring a goal threat with 5 last week, I think, and 2 in the opening weekend. So we looked at that and kind of said, you know, we need to definitely stick with a 4 at the back. We were contemplating a 3, but we stuck with a 4, thinking that they might have a little bit more going forwards in attack, which they did at times. I mean, it was 4-on-3 in some episodes. So I think going with that 4 at the back this week worked for us. And I would say, disappointingly maybe on Stony's part, is they got themselves into good areas and just couldn't really finish the job off. So we'll take that all week, because I think, again, it came down to those last minute details, those finer details in the game that won us the match.
You have a few, well, I think 2 old Stony boys in your squad at the minute. Did you use them for any information out of the squad, or no comment?
Yeah, I mean, we know Josh anyway. He's been involved for a long period of time throughout the pre-season for us now. So I say a long period. He's been 2 or 3 months in the squad. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult because the teams are always ever changing. So what you thought of a team last season isn't necessarily what you're going to be up against this season. So from that perspective, we always take what's in front of us and play against what's in front of us. The minute you start thinking too far ahead, you might overcomplicate the game for yourself. So the simplicity we try and give the boys is look at the man in front of you, look at the team in front of you, and that's what you're trying to beat. That's what you're trying to be better than on the day. So, as
a development side, you're kind of in a interesting predicament. You can't really go too high up, and you also can't go down. What are your kind of objectives for the season? Just being kind of stable?
Well, we're introducing, so we've got an under-18s floodlit on a Thursday now playing out at Newport Pagnell, and the idea is to try and give them as much exposure as we can into the adult football. So we're keen to use, and again, we had 2 on the bench today, and going to continue to try and promote using the floodlit team, the under-18s team, which were successful last year, to complement our development, but also give them the stepping stone to be able to give the first team a look at what's coming through. And I think, like any club that's got aspirations of 3 and 4 year plans of moving up leagues, is you've got to look at your fresh talent coming through, your 16, 17, 18 year olds, and so if the development can give them the opportunity to be seen at adult level, then that's what we're trying to promote.
Do you often use first teamers in your squad, or are they kind of a more if they need to be there kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, Jamal, who played centre back today, he's played at first team level. Harrison Edwards, who played on the wing today, is first team level. So yeah, I mean, we if we're fortunate enough to have those boys available for selection, then we're more than happy to get them in and utilise their experience to help manage us through games like we did today. You know, it's those older heads that have been in these places before that are going to be able to carry the team over the line. That said, with the youthfulness we've got in the squad, you know, the idea and concept is that we've got enough boys that really want to push on at the club to the higher level, that the first team is just what we're trying to support rather than be a go-to for them to use us to support us. So yeah, we're definitely looking upwards rather than downwards.
On that note, I hope you enjoyed this episode. This is the last for 2 weeks. As when I come back, we'll be facing Tottenham in some Division 2 Cup action. But to keep up with Stony's games, make sure you click the link below, and it will link to their Twitter to keep up with how Stony are doing while I'm away. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Keep your eyes peeled for the Tottenham game. There might be some Turkish content coming out if I see any clubs that are of interest to me. But yeah, like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you, well, when I get back. Peace.